Hello and welcome to SSK19, Learning to Learn in Business at Murdoch University. Also welcome to OUA study if this is your first OUA unit. Purpose of this little introductory navigation video is to actually give you an overview of what the unit's all about and set you going on some good study practices in how to approach study online, especially in SSK19. So you can see over here there's a navigation tool over here which collapses and expands for you to be able to navigate very easily through the unit, up and down through the weeks, etc. Why this is important is sometimes when you click on these links here, for example, and you actually open some of these other links, then the ability to see the unit overall and navigate back is lost. But this tool will always be here for you to move forward and back, as you can jump through units as well if you're doing more than one unit at Murdoch. Okay, that's a simple navigation tool. Let's get back to the unit more closely. So you can see here there's also a breadcrumb trail. There's my home, my units, and we're in SSK19, study period 3 in 2013. If you're watching this in different study periods, it'll be the same. Okay, so welcome to the unit. Let's get started. And obviously, this is where you're watching this video right now. You would have clicked on this link. By the way, you're also able to, when you click on this, also able to make it full screen and watch it in YouTube, or make it full screen, or also change the quality right up to 1080p full HD. So I've actually saved it into 1080p full HD for you. But you can also watch it, as I say, through YouTube or on full screen. Try to make it as easy and to follow as possible. This is where I'd like you to introduce yourself just by clicking on here, and it takes us to a discussion forum. We're able to just post a few sentences about yourself. Every week we'll be having a discussion about the content, the skills, and any concerns or issues or things that you don't understand. You'll be able to talk to me or your tutor and ask direct questions, and also communicate with and share ideas with your fellow students as well. But I'll show you that in a moment. That'll be every week. As I say, you can look through here. You'll see that every week has a discussion forum as well. So I'll just scroll down a little bit. So you can see that every week has exactly the same format: a learning guide, lecture, reading, learning journal, discussion. Learning guide, lecture, reading, learning journal, discussion. Exactly the same format every week. So we've compartmentalized the learning into different concepts each week. Okay, so any issues that you want to, when it comes to reviewing issues, or you want to review in preparation for an exam or for an essay or for the report, and you think, okay, I remember a discussion about that on critical thinking, then it's very easy to find, because you'll be able to click on the week 2 tutorial discussion and locate that conversation very easily. Okay, so let's just close these up, and let's move back to the top of the page. So you can see there we've got welcome to the unit. Let's get started. We've got the introduce yourself. Let's get to know each other. Discussion forum. You see this symbol here is a discussion forum symbol. The unit information is an overview of what's expected for you of you in the unit, and a little bit about the unit itself. And this is, you can see, this is an Adobe PDF here. This is a web page, and this is an Adobe PDF document, which when I click on it will either open up in a new tab, open up in a new window, or will download to the nominated download location as per set in your browser. So I won't click on that now, but it's basically it's a 75-page document that you can either save to your machine, or if you're predisposed to reading on paper, you can download it and print it out yourself. We've chosen not to have printed versions of anything, just because we try to keep everything online and easy to access, so there's nothing gets lost in the post. So if I click on the unit information a moment, it takes us to the web page, which is the unit information web page. A little bit about the introduction to the unit, about how the unit works, a little explanation of what is the learning journal, a little bit about me, some direct email address and my phone number. Also we have the administrative contact information, some tech help, any issues related to the learning management system or any technical issues, please don't call me or email me. Please start with the IT service desk, so-called, the information technology service desk, okay? Because I'm not the best person to ask about really very technical issues. Okay, let's go back again along this breadcrumb trail here, and we can see that all this information that you'll find week by week in the learning guide, as I show you here. Okay, is the learning guide there, the learning guide there. The unit information and learning guide I've split into sections. This is the unit information, and then the learning guide from each week will be found in each week. This is a web page. If I click on this, it'll take us to, first of all, how to use the learning guide, a very short section, and then it gets into what to do for that week. Okay, so the first week's all about reflection. The learning outcomes, the key concepts we're going to be discussing, the required reading, and some tutorial and discussion topics that we'll be chatting about in your discussion. I've also made this page able to be downloaded. So again, if you would like to have it available to you, maybe you're working on a tablet or on a mobile device, and you can store that and read it when you're out and about, for example. We try to make this unit as accessible for mobile devices or any other electronic device that we possibly can. Okay, so I'll just come back to the unit here, and you can see then that, so that's dealt with that space there. You can also see that there's the links to the lectures. So what I'd like you to do as you go through each week is start with the learning guide, so that gives you an overview of what you're going to study and why, and the things you need to do in what order for the week. Then watch the lecture, then read the reading, and then have a discussion, and then at the end of the week, or sometimes through the week, complete your learning journal. Okay, these assignments over here link to your essay and your report. The forums will link you to all of the weekly discussion forums. The quizzes is actually this symbol here, which is your learning journal, and the Turnitin assignments is this plagiarism checking software, but we like to use it as a learning development tool for you learning how much you're relying on the exact words of others to make your case. All right, so these assignments are over here. If I click on here, you see this takes us to the essay and the report. Or I can click on forums, and this will have a link to all of the weekly forums. Okay. The quizzes will take us to the different learning journal entries. Oops, excuse me. There you go, different learning journal entries. That was my daughter. You just saw that accidentally. The resources will link us to all of the different downloadable resources through the unit. Okay, so this little thing over here is called a block, and this is like a fast way to get to different elements of these resources. But I would recommend that you not go that way, and you actually link through week by week by week by week. Okay, and there'll be links in here. Everything you'll need to do is link through this week. That way you compartmentalize and you limit your experience to the structured way that I've tried to present this information. So read your learning guide, watch the lecture, read the reading, have a discussion all the time throughout the week and beyond the week, and then complete your learning journal. And you see that there's one every week, pretty much every week. We've also got some spaces where we will actually not have much going on, because it gives you a little bit of time to decompress, to absorb, to have a discussion in the weekly discussion forum, plenty of time to review, and also some time to write your essay as well, which is actually due at the end of week 6. Same goes for the report as well. I've given you a week for you to get get to grips with what you've been learning, to give you some time to dedicate to writing. But we'll always be available for you in the discussion time. Okay, so in this period here, we've got research material for your report, but we'll be building to that point for the end of week 11. I'll actually put in a submission link here and a submission link here, one for your essay and one for your report, which will also be available in week 11. So you won't need to click on the assignments link over this side of the page. Okay, so let's flip back up here a moment. Let's close all of these. We click on assessments. You can see there what I've done there is put an assessments overview. So this is literally everything that you need to do put onto one page. So you can see there we've got regular submissions through the quiz feature on the LMS. It's the learning journal, so weekly links. There's the essay, it's worth 20%, due on Friday week 6. The report is also worth 20%, it's due on Friday week 12. I said week 11 earlier, didn't I? But I think it's actually due in week 12. So it is week 12. The supervised final exam as well. I really don't want you to be intimidated by this exam. This exam will be an opportunity for you to really affirm what you've already learned. It won't be a memory test. I've made the examination open book, which means that you'll be able to take in whatever resources that you like, except for a device that can connect to the internet. And we'll be talking a lot more about how to prepare for that examination. But it's not a memory test. I hope it'll just be an opportunity for you to affirm and confirm to yourself and to me that you've learned some really good things and you're ready for further study at university. This is your essay topic here. It's worth 20%, and I'd like you to remain within 1,000 to 1,200 words. Your learning journal, as I said, is broken down week by week. Every week there is a set numbers of questions, and it's very transparent. So some weeks are more intensive than others. Some weeks are quite light, and some are quite more intensive. But I do urge you to engage fully with these tasks, and we'll be having discussions in the discussion forums every week to discuss these. Okay, so it's not about us testing you to the point whereby you break. It's about us just being able to give you the opportunity to affirm what you're learning, to test you, yes, but also to give you a little bit of pressure for you to test yourself on whether you're learning as you go. So this unit's all about your own personal study skills development. Let's come back to this assessments tag, and there's a link to the essay submission, and there's a link to the essay report. But I'll also make those available in those weeks, so you don't forget. I'll be reminding you anyway, I'm sure, through the announcements here. Okay, this announcements is literally just one way. It's me talking to you, and there's no opportunity for you to respond there. So, but as most announcements are. Okay, so I'd like you to work your way through this unit. First, read the learning guide, then watch the lecture, then do the reading. Your learning journal will refer back to the reading and the lecture. The questions in there should all hopefully cause you to reflect upon these things, and also on the weekly discussion forums. You can see as I scroll down, every week follows the same format, as you can see. Learning guide, learning guide, learning guide, lecture, lecture, lecture. Ooh, there's no lecture there yet, but there will be when I make the link. Okay, so you can see that it should be a relatively simple format to follow. I hope that this course is not too onerous and you actually have some fun while you're studying. Your tutor and I will be as available as we can be, and we hope to get to know you quite well through the time that you're a Murdoch student.